I got a call on a Friday from John Laurinaitis and saying, he was like, guess what, kid, you're going to debut on Tuesday at NXT. And I was like, I literally cried because I was like, oh my God, it was the coolest thing, like literally the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. But I was also like, oh my God, like I'm so not ready. I literally did not know how to wrestle. I had never had a match, and I didn't have a character. I didn't have a wrestling name. I had just submitted. Actually, they gave me the name Ricky Vaughn because I had submitted a bunch of names. And like, that was the name that they kind of refined and gave me. And I was like, I loved it. And then they're like, you're not going to be that. You're not Ricky anymore. Like, and so I literally, so I got the call. I cried. I called back home. I talked to like the people that were important to me, and they're like, this is what you signed up for. Like, just go for it. Yeah. And then I didn't have any money because I was like bartending here in Houston when I got signed. Like, I was just on a developmental contract salary. It was like, it was okay. It was enough to like get by, but I just didn't have any extra money. And so they gave me, I told them, I was like, they were like, well, I was like, I don't have wrestling boots. I don't have anything to wear on TV. Like, I don't have anything. So they told me to go to the school. I went to FCW and they gave me $1,000 petty cash. And they were like, just go buy Diva stuff. And I was like, what does that mean? So like, I remember I spent so many hours like in the mall, because I just like, I didn't know what to buy. I just didn't have, I literally only had like Chuck Taylors and like denim shorts. Like, that's literally the extent of my wardrobe. And so like I ended up, I went to TV. It was my first time ever to be like, so they brought all the NXT girls up to be at Raw backstage, just so we could get a feel for everyone and get to know everything. And so we were backstage all day at Raw. And it was so terrifying. Yeah. Because I had never met any of these people, any of the people that I just saw on TV, any of these wrestlers are like, it was it was like so surreal, so intimidating. Cause I was like, I felt so much. I was like, I don't belong here, and like wrestling is very much, the type of industry that's like, you have to pay your dues. And like, I was so intimidated because like I hadn't, but it was like, wasn't my fault. Like, I just fell into like a really cool opportunity. So I felt that pushback from a lot of people, like, why are you here type thing. So I felt like I was like always walking on eggshells. But I was like torn because I was like, so I was like really want to make a name for myself. And so, I was backstage all day, at Raw on Monday. And then they were filming, our SmackDown was live NXT was live on Tuesdays on Sci-Fi Network before they filmed SmackDown. So, but the whole production was NXT filmed first and then SmackDown. And then I think there was like Superstars or some other show too in between. And like, it was in Baltimore. And I just remember every single thing about that day. And like, it was just so cool. And I told myself like, I have nothing to lose. Like, I was literally the biggest underdog ever. Like, I had no experience whatsoever. No one expected me to win. And because it was a reality-based elimination show, right? So people voted and like, and they gave me the name Kaitlyn, and I hated it because I was like, this doesn't fit me. And I had always just assumed that like their expectation was for me to just be a body to fill in that spot and then like get eliminated and then go back down to FCW to learn how to wrestle. And it was just like, it was insane. Like, I don't even remember I remember being really embarrassed so many times on TV because they would like mess with us on TV because it was live, right? They would like put us on the spot. And I think I always did like pretty well, but like when it came to trivia or having wrestling knowledge, I didn't know anything. So I was always so embarrassed about that. And like, just so many moments where it was like so cringy to me. But like, I just kept pushing through. And I got really lucky and fortunate to have Vicky Guerrero as my pro. Cause all of the girls, we were rookies and then we each had a pro. Sure. And so I got Vicky, who is just an incredible human being. Like, she loves the business. And she was like, she helped me so much because she was just this monster heel. And so, we had such a cool chemistry together. So I became like this big underdog because everyone was like, Vicky was such an asshole on TV. Yeah. And so like, it was just like the perfect combination of things. And like, I attribute so much of that to why I ended up winning the show. And that was, I was like, oh my God, the day that I won, I was like, oh my God, I did it. And then I really realized that was just like the very beginning because I got put on the main roster. Like, after winning, that was like my prize. And so they put me on the main roster, but I still didn't know anything. And so like, I had to like prove myself all over again once I made it to the main roster.